All right, guys, what is going on? Welcome to part 2 of our FAR Pro scheme. Now, part 1 is going to be live on the site right now. I go over 8 plays for this scheme, and then we're going to go over 4 more in this video. So I'm kind of switching it up how I'm going to do it for this West Coast scheme. When I break down a formation, I'm going to break down basically the whole formation between Scheme Kings and between my YouTube channel. So you're gonna have access to the whole FAR Pro scheme right today. You'll be able to have all the plays I'm going over, so you can really just learn that whole scheme. Then by the time the next one comes out, we'll do a whole nother formation. So that is the idea. So 8 plays went up on the channel today. The 4 plays we're going over today, we're gonna go over HB dive first. Then we're gonna go over inside cross. I'm gonna call this like my inside cross wheel variation. Then we're gonna go over Y post. It's the second man beater in the scheme. On the main channel, I went over a man beater, and then this will be, a second man beater for you guys to use as well. And then we're gonna go over inside cross. It is my 1 play touchdown play for this scheme. On the main channel video, I show you guys it against cover 2 and cover 3. Then this video, I'm going to show you how we can bomb quarters with this play as well. So any of the match coverage, quarters or palms, you can use this play. So those are the 4 plays. Let's get into it. We're going to really quickly go over HB dive. It'll take like 30 seconds. Simple. Then I believe we do the inside cross wheel, Y post, then we'll come back to inside cross. So that is it. Let's go take a look. All right, guys. So we kind of have 2 different formations within this scheme that we are going to use. Basically, we have just our standard pro look here. Then our other variation, I go over it on the main channel video, is we take our tailback and we motion him out and he becomes a 3rd wide receiver. Now, when we motion him out and we want to run the ball, we're going to run fullback dive up the middle. I go over it on the main channel. But if we're going to stay in our just kind of standard look, I like to run HB dive. Now, this I actually like a little bit better. It's a little quick hitter. This guy gets a little better acceleration towards the line, but you really want to use both. So right here, it's just going to be a really quick inside handoff. You're going to see how quick he gets the ball, and he's hitting it right away. Get upfield, pick up 7-8 yards. These aren't the most explosive running plays, but we just want to mix them in to keep them honest. One more time, same thing, really quick hitter. Now we can either press the hole here or we can kind of follow the fullback. I see Perry, he's using that player, kind of closes up that hole. So we can follow our fullback, actually cut it out the outside, juke out there, and we're able to pick up, like 10 to 12 yards on that play. So we want to use either fullback dive or HB dive, depending on our motion for this scheme. Okay, now we're actually going to look at Y post next. This is going to be the man beating play. Now, like I said, this is where we're actually going to be motioning this player out. It's going to be a 3 wide receiver look, and he's going to stop right here. Now, the adjustments for this play, we want to block our fullback in the backfield. We want to take our solo side receiver, put him on a slant, then take your wide side wide receiver and put him on a deep post. Now, you do need Hot Route Master for this route. If you don't have Hot Route Master, I honestly would probably put him on a whip. Just really, force him to take away that underneath stuff. I wouldn't put him on anything shallow cutting in because it'll just be too much of a mess on the inside. So no post, put him on a whip cutting out. Now our first read on this play is going to be Bush on our motioned out Texas route. Now, usually the Texas route cuts in towards the middle, but because we motion him out, he actually turns into a corner route. And this route absolutely shreds man coverage. Like, it's absolutely gross. So we look here, boom, look at how bad he beats man coverage. He beats it by like 10 yards as he cuts out. Rack catch it, get upfield. We pick up like 25, 30 yards. One more time, exact same thing. You're going to see him cut in. Watch when he cuts out. Boom. Look at the separation. Rack catch it. Like, that's 6 yards of separation. Get it into your running back's hands. We rack catch it. Get a 40-yard touchdown against man coverage. Then we have the post. So the out route from the running back is cutting out to the wide side of the field. Then we have our post cutting into the short side. We want to have our tight end to the wide side of the field on this play as well. Now, if we don't like the corner route from Bush, then we have our tight end going the opposite way. So that's where we really want to look to next. I have short in elite on this player, so it's going to do a great job against man coverage. You see these 2 players just kind of come together, and then they both just break out the opposite way. You see his ability light up there. He's double teamed, double covered, and we are still able to beat him deep. We step out of bounds, but we get like 40 yards on the play. One more time, exact same thing. Boom, cut out, and then we see he kind of jammed Bush there, so he gets, not really there for us, but we have this route, just fire up. The user sees it, but he is late recognizing it. Rack catch, get upfield, and we pick up like 50 yards on that play. So both those routes are going to give you some great explosive options. Then we can also hit Cooper Kupp deep. So once again, this is if, we are using the post. Once again, Bush kind of gets jammed here. We could have went to the tight end. The user's kind of underneath it. He has no deep safety help. So we can just hit Cooper Kupp on the post over the middle, 60-yard touchdown, and we are gone. One more time, same thing. Boom. We see he has a flat defender dropping out. He has two flat defenders dropping out underneath of our our two corner routes, or our post and our corner route. So that means he's going to have no deep safety help, and you can just fire it into Cooper Kupp on that post once again. Once again, if you don't have access to that post, just put him on a whip route, and then he will be underneath that running back, and it can just be like a high-low on the wide side. And then also, I don't actually have a clip of me throwing it, but then we also have the backside slant that you can come on in over the middle. So if everything kind of deeper is taken away, just fire it into the slant underneath as our 4-3. Okay, now we're going to go over inside cross, and this is our wheel variation. Now, the first adjustment you have to do, you have to put Bush on a wheel route before you motion him out, because he's gonna get running back routes when he's in the backfield, obviously. But as soon as you motion him out, now he's gonna have a different set of hot routes. So put him on a wheel route, then motion him out to the same side as our tight end, just like that. Then the other adjustments, we want to take Cooper Kupp. He's on a Z post. Put him on a streak, just a clear out route. Then I like to block Henry in the backfield, and that is it. Block Henry just to give us some extra time. Now we're going to be looking for Bush here. This wheel route is really, really nice. You're going to see he's actually double flatting here. So we're going to have to buy a little time. This play takes a little bit longer to develop, but we see he gets past the hard flat. Then he gets past the second flat defender. He doesn't turn and run with him, and we are wide open, toe tap for like a 35, 40-yard gain down the field. Same thing, so that was double flats. This is going to be single flats this time. We see flat defender here. He lets him get past him. When they don't have zone drops on, he's going to turn and run with him, but it's going to be too late. He recognizes it too late. This player is going to get wide open, and you can just fire it in up along the sideline, 30, 35 yards down the field. A really nice explosive play to, add in with our running back motion. And then we have kind of just a nice high-low read over the middle of the field if we don't want to wait for the wheel. So if we're getting quick pressure, we just don't want to wait for the wheel. We can look to the drag right away. If they have no hard flat, fire in the drag, get upfield, make a guy miss, pick up 10 to 12 yards. Same thing. If we're getting pressure, we see a blitz coming, tons of pressure. We're not going to have time to really wait for the wheel. Throw the drag underneath, try to make a guy miss. We pick up 10 to 12 yards really, really easily. Then lastly, same thing. If we don't want to wait for the wheel and we see the drag is taken away, we see the user jump down. He has like a hard flat taking it. Then we just have the dig in behind it. So it's just a drag dig, concept. Really, really solid. Once again here, looking for the drag, hard flats. We see the user left the middle of the field to hop down to the drag. We look here. We could have actually thrown it to the running back as well, but because the user left the middle of the field, I throw it over the middle. Right there, possession, catch it in front of the other linebacker. So that's a really nice 1-2-3 read. Now, lastly, we are going to look at inside cross as a match coverage beater. Now, like I said, on the main channel, I show you how we can use inside cross to bomb cover 2 and cover 3. Now we can also bomb match coverage. This is going to give us a ton of options. Now, let's see. I might have got rid of the routes. No, okay, I got to rewind a little bit here. Okay, I'll just look here. So the adjustments for this play, once a take. Again, take the running back, motion him out. He's going to stand here, and we want to put him on a streak. Then we want to take Cooper Kupp. He's going to be on a comeback. Just put him on a comeback. And then we want to block our fullback. That is it. It is the exact same setup as how we bomb cover 3. So it's going to work identical, and it works very, very well. So you're going to see here, we're going to wait for Bush to get vertical, and you're going to see the match coverage here. Now watch this corner. This is really the player you want to key in on. How these routes interact. He actually, for like half a second, thinks he should cover Reggie Bush right there. See how he kind of goes with Reggie, gets jammed up as well, and now we can just bomb him over the top to Calvin Johnson, just like that. At the end of the half, we get it to a 2-point game with that bomb. Then same opponent coming out after halftime. He's still in match coverage. Look at the corner here. boom, and watch it. See how he thinks he should cover the running back for half a second, kind of gets jammed up on him as well. And now we have Cooper Kupp running down the middle of the field for a one-play touchdown, just like that. We see there, cover 4 quarters, gonna do a great job for you. Now, with this scheme, you can bomb cover 3, cover 2, and match coverage. Gonna give you a ton of options. We have multiple run plays we have in this formation with between, you know, the main video on YouTube and the Scheme Kings video. Then we have a ton of zone beaters, man beaters. We have everything in this formation, guys. Plus, use that single back east I already released as well. And I'm gonna, I think, for the rest of this scheme, kind of release the videos like this. There's gonna be a little bit less videos, but each video is gonna be bigger, and I'm gonna cover a ton more information. So, I hope you guys are enjoying this West Coast offense. I'm having a ton of fun learning about it and bringing it to you guys. There will be a new video out on Saturday, so be on the lookout for that. That is it. King Reggie out.